In the beginning of the film, we see a boy named Mattia standing scared inside a substation. He feels trapped in a maze-like structure where no matter how many times he crosses exit 8, he always ends up back at the same spot. Each time, he notices a silent man passing by. Mattia once thought of asking him for directions, but when he turned, the man was suddenly behind him, smiling strangely as if he had read Mattia's thoughts. Terrified, Mattia ran ahead. Soon, he noticed a board labeled Exit 0, but above it was written Exit 8. Confused, he kept searching, but every path was just decorative doors. He tried the intercom and his phone, but nothing worked. Sitting down, he noticed a picture on the wall ants trapped in a loop, endlessly moving without a destination. He realized he too was stuck in such a loop. Suddenly, blood began dripping from the Exit 8 board onto his face. Scared, he ran back, and shockingly, the Exit 0 board now showed Exit 1 below it. Hints were written, "If you see something abnormal, run back immediately. If nothing has changed, keep moving forward toward Exit 8. Mattia understood that the dripping blood was an abnormality. Running back had advanced him from 0 to 1. Hope rose in him, but when he reached the board again later, it showed 0 instead of 1. He realized this maze was like a game 1 mistake resets everything. He decided to be careful and used his phone to take pictures of every detail for comparison. He even captured the mysterious man under Exit 8. Soon, he reached the board again. This time it showed Exit 1, meaning he cleared the first level. But when he checked his photos later, they were all blurred. He realized he had to rely only on his mind. Moving forward, he saw the mysterious man standing still instead of walking. Recognizing this as the abnormality, he ran back. The man followed him eerily, appearing right behind every time he looked. Falling in fear, Mattia suddenly saw the board showing Exit 2. He had cleared another level. Encouraged, he continued. Soon, he heard a child crying inside a locker. Opening it, he was terrified by what he saw not revealed. Running back, he cleared level 3. Later, he noticed that in photographs on the wall, people's eyes were moving, staring directly at him. Scared, he ran back again, clearing level 4. Excited yet panicked. He moved forward when suddenly his phone rang. It was his ex-girlfriend. She told him she was pregnant and left the choice to him if he wanted the child. Mattia remembered how once he had failed to stand up for a crying child and his mother on a train. Doubting his courage, he hung up. At once, the board reset to 0. He realized the call was the abnormality. Missing it had cost him all his progress. Frustrated and hopeless, he moved on without focus. He saw a child in the maze, but the board still showed 0. That meant the child wasn't an abnormality, he was another person trapped just like him. Soon, Mattia saw the suited man again, and realized he too wasn't part of the maze, just another victim. Earlier, the man and the child had been a team. They had once met a girl who refused to escape, claiming she preferred this maze to her hard life outside. But when her voice began looping unnaturally, they realized she was an abnormality and ran, reaching Exit 6. Later, the child noticed odd door handles, but the man ignored him, wasting time. Their board reset to 0. Angry and tired, the man kept trying until he saw stairs leading upward. The child warned him it was a trap, but he didn't listen and climbed. He got stuck forever while the child continued alone. Back to Mattia, he met the same child, realizing the man had abandoned him. Feeling pity, Mattia teamed up with the child. The child was intelligent and sharp, spotting small abnormalities. Together, they quickly cleared levels. At one stage, flickering lights, strange sounds, and rats appeared. Terrified, they ran back, advancing another level. Later, a woman appeared, clearly an abnormality. The child, emotional, ran toward her, but Mattia carried him back, crossing yet another level. Mattia began caring deeply for the child, promising himself he would reunite him with his mother. Next, the child noticed the exit 8 board had its 8 upside down. A tiny detail, but catching it let them clear level 6. Only 2 more levels were left. Suddenly, a flood of water came rushing. The child was swept away. Mattia, instead of saving himself, jumped into the water for him. In visions, he saw himself happily with the child and his girlfriend, realizing that being a father was not a burden but a gift. Snapped back to reality, he lifted the child above the water, placing him safely on the exit 8 board while he himself was carried away. When the child awoke later, he saw the board showing exit 7. He knew only 1 level was left. Meanwhile, Mattia too had reached the final level, level 8. Ahead were stairs, with people walking on them. Unsure if it was freedom or another trap, he moved forward. Now his phone had signal, and he called his friend, saying he was ready to take responsibility. He was ready to become a father. He boarded the metro, thinking he was free. But soon he noticed everything around him looked familiar. A child cried, and a man scolded him and his mother, exactly the scene from his memory. Looking at the passengers, all glued to their phones, Mattia realized the horrifying truth. He hadn't escaped. He had failed to notice the abnormality again. The film ends here, leaving the mystery. Was Mattia free or forever trapped in this endless loop?